redo this video. I had a nice little intro, but I had to redo it. Anyway, just want to say Shalom family. It's your boy, the Immortal One, coming to you with another one. Shalom to you, Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah. Family, look, man, we need to go ahead and just wake up. It's written, man. It's written on the walls. It's already a done deal with what's going on in this country. At this point, if you cannot see that America is in a decline, you're good as fucked. And I'm, I might, speak certain words on her. My language may not be as pure as you may want it. Well, this is not for little children. This is for you adults. And if you don't like what I say, well, just, get off my channel. You know what I mean? Don't listen to my videos. I don't do many videos as much as I started out trying to do. I've deleted a lot of my old videos and stuff like that. I've kept a few of them on there, some of my old videos. But ever since I've been in this truth for over a year now, really I've been in conscience for some time. I mean, for years. But I finally came into the truth of who I am, who my people are, who we are in this country, and learning, having to relearn the history of America and the history of black people, so-called black people, and slaves and stuff. All this time, I used to think that the history of us started with the slaves. But it just never made sense, though. I'm like, just birthed into slavery, I don't understand what, there's got to be more to our story. And true enough, there is, and there was, and there is. There's so much more to our story. Many of us don't learn. We don't learn. Family, look. America is done. You still got people traveling and people going on vacations, going to the beaches, people still up in the clubs and stuff like that. But the energy that's in the air now in America across the whole United States is very demonic. It's very sinister energy. Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start? You want to start with all the constant, it's like normal now. It's like every other fucking day or every other fucking week. Somebody gets shot by the damn police. So do we want to start there? Police brutality? Do you want to start with, our people in the industry, that's promoting this Satanism and feminism and just all kinds of wicked behavior and folly and or do we want to just go with black on black crime? Do we want to go with black on Asian crime, white on Asian crime, white on white crime, white on black crime? Do we want to go with the crooked politicians, the unrighteous decrees that they're setting forth with making these laws? They distract us with gun violence and murder of black people, so-called black people. But while they're doing that, they're making unrighteous decrees, at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when we're all asleep. New laws are being put in, placed in the books. This place is hell. It's no longer the great melting pot as they made it out to be. It's no longer a place where everybody's equal. As you can see, the white media lies. They are constantly lying. They're trying to spin a certain narrative to make it seem like all black people are just violent and angry and hateful and just want to kill and when it's in all actuality, the people that's in rulership of this country and pretty much the world, that's the wicked ones that's causing all this. They want to continue to oppress the already oppressed. There's money. They're making money off our suffering. You know, we as a people have to understand that life as you knew, like 2019 and everything post 2019 is never going to be like that again. Now they're talking about oh yeah, I forgot. You have to use certain words because they will definitely get onto you. Maybe drop your video, give you a strike or whatever. But now you got to get a third bump. A certain company wants you to get another bump in your body. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then I'm sorry. But at this point, we all should know what a bump is right about now, whatever you want to call it. But now you got to get a third one. They started out talking about one or two, and then we can go back to a normal life. Now there's a third one with a certain company, and once one state mandates this, or the CDC mandates this or whatever, then states are going to follow suit. Man, this place is becoming a literal circus. It's a shit show for real. And once this place used to be great and mighty, in theory, so to speak. It was on top, of the world, literally. And I can now see that it is rapidly declining. We have threats of wars, rumors of wars, and we're definitely living in Revelations period right now. We're living in the last days. People don't want to believe that, we're living in the last, and it's not the end of the world, because the world's going to always be here. It's going to be the end of an age, an end of an era, an end of a certain rulership by certain people. That's what it's going to be the end of. When you say the end of the world, it's going to be the end of a certain supremacist world. Yes, the end of that world is coming. And you best believe what's coming after that is a new world order, and not their new world order. It's the new world order under our living power, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All praise and glory to the Most High. Family, look, there's scriptures, there's scriptures that predicts all of this. The Bible is one big book of prophecies, man. And history. That's all it is. It speaks the truth. It's the living word. And we, as so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we definitely need to turn back to that and get out of this folly, get out of this mirth, get out of trying to fight the power, with these people. We need to turn back to our power. That's how we make progress in this world. There's not going to be any reparations on this side. I just seen a video where Biden just approved $31 billion for the Native Americans. Well, hey, that's good for the Native Americans, but there's still nothing for the so-called black people. Still nothing. And look how they treating our Latino brothers and sisters. At the border. Just Hispanics or, all those people that's trying to come into this country. But in all actuality, it's the Most High doing all this. He's playing out his movie pretty much. And it's going to end in epic fashion with the return of Yahweh Shah coming with the chariots and his arrows. His arrows, or the so-called ICBM missiles, and all these nuclear missiles that all these smaller countries that used to be weak to America's eyes that are now strong. That's a scripture in the Bible, where it talks about the weak, being strong again. And let me tell you, the situation over there between the Ukraine and Russia right now, and the back and forth between Biden and Putin, man, America do not want a war with Russia. I'm telling you, they do not want a war with Russia. Yeah, that's why their Navy ships turned around, headed towards the Black Sea. They was headed towards the Black Sea, and Russia threatened them. You turn your ships around. Don't come here. We're firing. Live fire. And they turned their asses around. America's weak, man. America's got internal and external problems. America is about to go down in epic fashion. You're about to see an uptick in violence. We're already seeing that, but it's about to be on another level. So much violence is about to pop up. They just passed a law in Oklahoma where they deputize people. This is how crazy the politicians are just abusing their power like crazy. This governor passed a law where people can literally run over protesters. They don't want what happened last summer to happen this summer. And they know this summer is coming up. They know there's going to be some heat. Because they know there's another problem. This Chauvin trial, the murderer that killed George Floyd. He's about to get either little to no time or nothing at all. Little to no time, yeah. He's about to get that. Even if he's found guilty, there was excuse me, y'all, I'm gonna take the elevator down to the next level real quick. But there was a video. First I seen it on a TikTok video, but then I went to the original video. There was a guy running through the woods with his AR-15, talking about don't matter what's the outcome of the Chauvin trial, whether he's guilty or innocent. He warned the so-called Black Americans, watch yourself, prepare yourself. They're training. He's got some buddies. They're training and preparing for mass slaughter, and he's not afraid to die. Okay. Look, it's not a time to be fearful. The Most High didn't put a spirit of fear in us. We are not fearful people. We know we've endured oppression and so much affliction for 400 years. So evidently we can endure. We're long-suffering people. We're a peculiar people. This is why they want to do this to us. They want to do this to us because they have no salvation for them. They think that they're going to rule forever. They think two things. One, they're going to rule forever, and two, that they have salvation. And neither is true. They're under the false pretense that no one can stop them. Well, their own nation of people, Russia, which are Edomites as well. That's why I said nation of people. They're going to destroy them. They're going to destroy these Edomites over here. And those that are, and 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans too. And that's going to be judgment from the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because of all the wickedness that's going on, that's plaguing this country and the world. The culture of America is very toxic, very violent. It's a death culture. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are caught up in this. If you ain't in this truth, you caught up in this world, man. Y'all better come out of this world mentally and spiritually, man. Drop that that stuff that they beat into you, that Christianity. Drop it, man. Let that shit go. Turn back to your power. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. Our God has a name. His name is Yahweh. It's not God. There's plenty of gods. So God is a title. He has a name. It's Yahweh. And our Lord and Savior, his name is Yahweh Shah, the Son, who died on the cross for our sins. That's how we can get back with the Most High Yahweh, because your Most High turned his back or his face away from us because of our iniquities that our forefathers did. We're in this position, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because of what our forefathers did. So that means for you Edomites that don't think that there should be a recompense, you're going to have to endure what your forefathers did. Okay? You're going to have to endure it. We're still to this day enduring what our forefathers do. That was our punishment. That's our curse. This is why we get shot down in the streets. This is why we don't get bank loans, housing loans, and stuff. This is why they gentrify the shit out of us and get away with it. I had to say that. I'm just so glad it's Friday. I've been seeing so much pain and suffering, on social media and in the world news, and just going on across this country, man, and just hearing about all these volcanoes and chariot sightings and firestorms that's brewing. Look, we gotta wake up as a people, man. We just have to wake up and quit living in mirth and folly and quit trying to build, because there's not going to be much to build pretty soon, man. The dollar's about to crash. You're going to have to switch to Bitcoin or digital, some form of digital. They're already going to mandate pretty soon. Want to mandate the mark of the beast. That's going to be a chip that's going to have to be planted into your hand or your forehead, or otherwise you're not going to be able to buy or sell. The world of Esau, this kingdom of America, or queendom, shall I say, of America, is not going to be around much longer. Look, whether we got a year, 2, 3, however long, 10 years, that's the thing with most of you people that don't believe. You think it's got to happen when people prophesy about things like this. You think it's going to happen. You have to see it right away. You don't see it as it's supposed to be. That's why it's prophesied. Things you predict it. You're foreshadowing it. You're telling it before it happens. You're trying to warn people before shit happens. It's blowing the trumpet, so to speak. A lot of you people ain't trying to hear the trumpet blow, man. Y'all ain't trying to hear it, man. I'm glad that I've been able to reach out to, and make some gains with some of my family. But, I know a lot of people that just ain't trying to hear that, ain't trying to feel that, ain't trying to understand it, because they're so caught up in trying to make it in this world, trying to get the bag, trying to get the likes and the shares on their videos. Man, look. Drop all of that. I want the fucking kingdom of heaven. I want the king, and that's going, and the king, and heaven's going to be on earth. Our kingdom is going to be on earth. It's earth, man. That shit that you learned in church, man, about what heaven's like and what hell's like, man. That shit was bullshit, man. You read the book of Enoch. You read some of the other scriptures in the King James Version of Bible. You'll learn what heaven and hell is really like and what it really is. You just got to educate yourself. You got to take the time to read a book. Put your eyeballs inside of a book and read. Understand it. But heaven is not what these pastors in church, say it is. Heaven's going to be right here on earth. After America's destroyed, after it goes up in flames, and it's going to burn for years because of all the nuclear missiles that's going to hit this place, then the hopeful elect is going to come back. They're going to be beamed back down to earth after we get raptured up. And I say we because I hope to be part of them. But I actually hope to be part of the 144,000. And I know I'm gonna be a part of the full elect. That's the 144,000 and 1/3. But at least I hope I am. I hope I'm a part of them. But the 144,000 gonna come back down, and they're gonna hunt the remaining Edomites throughout the world. The ones that are in bunkers, you people that's got your little bunkers in the ground and in the mountains and shit, that in America, that's going to be your grave sites pretty much. That's where you're going to die at. You're not going to be able to come to the surface of the earth anymore because it's going to burn for so many years after the nuclear missiles hit. So you're going to die underground. That's you already done. Once you run out of your food and your power sources and stuff, you're going to be die. You're going to be dead. We're going to hunt the remaining Edomites throughout the world with our new spiritual bodies and our spiritual powers and the knowledge of the statutes, laws, and commandments and our inward parts. We're going to be perfect beings. We're going to take off the mortal bodies, the corruptible bodies, and put on the immortal and incorruptible bodies. Y'all ain't never heard that. Most of it, many people don't even know about that, you know, and there's so many scriptures to go with that. You know, I'm currently at work, and I'm just doing this on a little small break. I'm about to get off work soon, but I just want to advise you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. There was a young Negro or a young Latino boy, Hispanic or Latino, I don't know, I'm not for sure, but that just got shot by the police. He was 13 years old. He was 13, fam. He got shot by the police. The police today don't care anymore. They know. But it's got to be this way for them. They got to go out and kill as much as they possibly can because their shit is about up. You're not going to stop them from doing what they do. And there's going to be a period. I mean, it's Jacob's trouble to me. Now they keep saying Jacob's trouble ain't hit yet, but I'm thinking we've already in a little bit of Jacob's trouble. It just ain't full-blown Jacob's trouble. But, you know, that's just my thinking, you know. But the prophets say, you know, once Jacob's trouble hits, you know, we're going to have hell to pay, man. But Jacob's going to be saved out of a lot of us Israelites going to be saved out of it. Those that's in this truth. If you're into Christianity, the world of America, and trying to get the bag, you're thinking about likes and shares and TikTok videos and shit like that. If you all caught up in that shit, man, you're gonna catch a brutal slaying, man. It's gonna be a brutal slaughter. And when those fucking ICBM missiles hit with fervent heat, I mean, it's gonna be so hot that your skin and your eyeballs, your tongue's gonna literally melt, and you're gonna feel it. That's how hot it's gonna be. See, America's positioning itself to be attacked by even its own allies are going to turn against them. America's going to be destroyed, but there's going to be a certain point during this war where they're going to stop fighting each other and fight against Yahweh Shai and Mike the Archangel and the chariots, and they're going to lose miserably. Look, man, I just want to come and do a video. I haven't did a video in so long. I just been doing my little podcasts every so often, but I had to come back and do a video, man. I just been thinking about it. It's Friday. It's a nice, beautiful day. I'm almost off the clock, and I want to push this video out real quick, man. I hope that you know it edifies you to know that at the end, through all this, you know, that's just in his faith, we're going to be all right at the end, okay? We're going to go through some more things. We're going to experience a lot of more things, but the main focus is to wake you up and to turn back to our power. The more of us that turn back to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai, you know, and proudly try to live, you know, perfectly, try to live to the best of your ability, you know, of his law, statutes, and commandments, the more he's going to continue to show his works. He's already shown his works. He's already here in the spirit, as you can see, of all the things that's going on. That's just plaguing America. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful time, actually, that we're in, even though we're dealing with all this bullshit. It's a beautiful time that we're in. But with that, I just want to say all praises and glory to the Most High, Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom Israel. Kwam Yasharallah. Peace.